Welcome everyone to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Billy, the kid. What's up, Billy?
Joe doesn't understand the time travel in this movie.
Oh, I do. What's up, Chris?
Anybody who's watching Monday Night Raw right now, just kill yourselves. You'll escape it.
Right.
Well, damn.
All right, this is spoilers. If you didn't see Avengers Endgame, don't watch this cast. We're going to spoil Avengers Endgame. Okay, Billy, my friend. The Ancient One told Professor Hulk, right?
Wait. Let me get my popcorn. Wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Ancient One said, when it concerns all 6 gems,
Yeah.
if they're going to be taken from their spot, you have to put them back exactly where they were, so that way the timeline continues on. Okay?
Yes.
The Tesseract was taken and not put back by Loki. He took it. The whole timeline was created.
Yes, an alternate timeline, yes.
No, but we're not talking about alternate timelines. We're talking about...
Yes, we are.
The Ancient One was very specific. And she said, if you fucking take this shit out, you're going to screw me. You're going to mess up the timeline. You're going to cause cosmic distortions and dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. Shit's going to happen. Some pink friggin' Galactus eating thing is going to get pissed. All these things are going to happen. It's going to cause a problem.
Yes, so it's going to cause a problem by changing said new timeline.
No. That's your interpretation.
No, Professor Hulk clearly said...
That's your interpretation!
Timelines. And the Ancient One... No. Now you listen to me!
You listen to me! Listen to me, my friend!
The Ancient One was talking about bringing the stones back because the existence and survival of said timeline in whatever state they're in.
You have no idea what you're talking about right now.
Yes, I do.
No, you're stumbling.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
If Strange doesn't have the time stone in any of those timelines, he doesn't defeat.
She didn't say one gem. She said all the gems.
I know. I'm giving an example, jackass. Anyways,
listen to me. The gems. If you're gonna borrow something, you got to put it back. If you don't put it back, then
it's gonna
have
fuck up that
weird
timeline.
Okay, and it's gonna cause a problem for her.
Yeah, because it's gonna fuck up her world, man.
And so, in other words, Secret Wars is a movie that the Russos wanted to do.
Have nothing to do with
Secret Wars is some type of cosmic, crazy time distortion thing, causes the realities, the universes, to get too close together to merge, collapse, explode because of one event. Now, the comic is different from the movie. The movie, they kind of twisted, whatever. But again, the Russos have been dying to have an excuse because they love Secret Wars. We're talking about the new Secret Wars they're talking about.
I was going to say, that doesn't sound like the old Secret Wars at all.
No, the new Secret Wars, I don't know if you read, but the new Secret Wars, they were battling each other because one of the universes is going to stand and the other's going to get wiped.
Man, I really hope they don't do that. I hope
they are doing it.
Well, we can't say that because the Russos said that they're moving on to other things. And
For now.
They said they would come back if they did Secret Wars, maybe.
They're moving on like Captain America moved on to Peggy Carter, then he became old. So when they become old, they're going to do Secret Wars.
Their schedule is locked for the next couple of years. So, I mean,
that's okay.
They're not planning on anything right now. At least they are.
Not this phase, anyway.
All right, I also say, though, Professor Hulk clearly explains the time travel rules, and it's just like...
But he was wrong, though, because the Ancient One had to correct him.
No. Anyways, it's clearly... it's clearly shown in the movie how the rules work. And yes, it is. And if you watch Lost, it's the same rules. If you watch fucking Star Trek, it's the same rules.
The timeline skewed into this tangent, creating an alternate 2012.
And they clearly say Back to the Future is bullshit. What? Paul Rudd says that. Anyways.
But the rules of this universe, time travel, is if you borrow the gems, you put them exactly back where you found them, or else we have some mother effing problems that can only be solved in a movie or a phase.
Yes, if you don't put the gems back, you have the problems, but you only have those problems.
You don't know the definition of the problems because the problems were never explained to you by the Ancient One.
Well, no,
the Ancient. Go ahead, Chris.
No, she did explain them. That was the whole point of the whole reason that they did that whole thing with the yellow magic. Remember where she did that line between her and the Hulk, or actually it was her and Banner's astral form, and then she took the one gem away and that black one came out.
Yeah. That
black line was representing an alternate timeline that would be created if you fucked up.
But they did fuck up, though.
They did. So there is one of those, but the issue is now in that timeline.
See,
but they didn't create one alternate timeline. They created several alternate timelines.
Okay, yeah. So
here's another thing. Where did Captain America get the shield?
I think, honestly, that's...
Well, no, Billy. Where is it? Where'd he get it?
What are you talking about?
Captain America's shield was destroyed. Where'd he get it?
What?
Captain America's shield was destroyed. Where'd he get the shield?
When?
When he gave it to the Falcon. How did he give the Falcon a perfectly nice shield when his shield was destroyed?
Oh, that is probably easily.
No, it's not easily, no. How is he going to get them to make another shield? He'd be altering the timeline.
I mean, it could have been.
No, he wouldn't. How would that be alternate?
How is he going to get them to make another shield? Nobody just calls Amazon and order a shield.
I'm pretty sure going back in time 70 years you can do anything.
Well, no, the past is not supposed to change.
It's not going to change. He could have always made a new shield.
He did change because it doesn't erase Agent Carter on TV.
No.
When did he go see her?
Because he probably comes back after that series.
Are we sure?
More than likely.
We're not sure.
Okay, but it's pretty likely. Otherwise,
if he went in the past and any change, ordering a coffee when the guy was supposed to be in line to order a coffee, the timeline's changed no matter what. So how is he in the same timeline?
It's not changed though.
How is he in the same timeline? If he changes the time, if he creates an alternate timeline, how is he in the same timeline?
He's not changing the timeline.
It's impossible for him not to change the timeline.
No, you don't understand. By going back and doing that, it's what he always did. He didn't change anything.
He was never meant to be there, though.
Therefore, all the movies before this, he was around.
So he was just there and just didn't interact. In other words, him interacting with everybody didn't alter the timeline.
That's why Peggy says in Winter Soldier that she was married, and we never see who it is.
Okay.
I know it's wonky when you first try to.
All right, let me ask you another question. The Soul Stone's destroyed.
I don't believe that it brings them back.
It's just, why not? Where are they going? Are they in Hawaii?
Dead.
Okay, but we never got an established rule as to what happens when the Soul Stone is destroyed.
Wasn't it in the comics when it was destroyed? They were out.
Hey Joe, this isn't the comics. I hate to break it to you.
I know that, but technically, they're going to be out of the Soul Stone, probably.
No, we don't know that. That's just that.
Yeah, we don't know that. That's
They could say at this point they could say that when you destroy the Soul Stone, you open up a wormhole to the Star Wars universe. I mean, at this point, we know what it does.
Well, it brings back Palpatine. That's why I said that I feel like either New Gamora is gonna try to adjust to things with the Guardians and Thor or whoever, or they're going to somehow, with or without the Soul Stone being involved, we don't know, that they could take her old soul and put it in the new body, which is similar to what they did with Vision in the Mind Stone.
Yeah, I think you're right, Billy. I think that they're going to somehow get Adam Warlock to do it or something.
Because, doesn't he have something to do with the soul?
Yeah, he's very connected. He knows how to use the Soul Stone more than anybody in history.
So maybe the Soul Stone could potentially do something or like that, like if he has a connection to it. Maybe
what's the gem that the Vision had?
The Mind.
Okay.
Also,
but the Vision's coming back.
Did you hear about the WandaVision show? Like what it is?
What is it?
They said that it takes place in the 1950s.
That doesn't make any sense.
And this goes to my theory because I was joking kind of, but I said it would be weirdly wacky. Apparently it would be like 6 episodes, and the first thing that pops into my head when I think 1950s is I Love Lucy. And there was a comic, it was either a comic or a theory that somebody, or a made-up thing somebody had, where Wanda and Vision get trapped in an alternate reality where they live in a rom-com. And the first thing when I read, because they confirmed that it takes place in the 1950s, the first thing I thought of was I Love Lucy. And I was like, oh no. And just think about it, too. The series is called WandaVision.
The only thing I can think of is...
The only thing that's weird about that, because like I could see them doing weird reality stuff with that, the only thing that's weird is how is Vision back?
Well...
Unless it takes place like in the past.
In the 30s...
The past.
Dr. Phineas Horton created the first android, which was called the Torch, the Human Torch, but not Fantastic Four Human Torch. It was decades before the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
And it was an android, synthesoid, whatever. And then they had rumored in the comics that the Vision was created from that technology, but then it was ruled out because the original Human Torch was alive and he was buried or something. But somehow it's linked that the original android that was created in the 30s by Dr. Phineas Horton was connected somehow with the Vision. Even though,
Interesting.
Yeah, so they may change the 30s to the 50s.
What was Chris going to say?
Yeah.
I have an idea, and I think this might be what this is about, because I didn't know that this is apparently what the show's about until you just said it, Billy, but we know that Wanda's powers come from the Reality Stone. The show is called WandaVision.
Oh shit, House of M.
What if this is like a reality that she creates in like her head?
Wait, do her powers come from the Reality Stone?
That's a theory, because they said that her powers come from the Mind Stone, but like it's reds and the Reality Stone was red and it's similar to the ether.
Maybe there's a link we don't know about or something.
Yeah, I've always kind of bought that theory because it explains why she's so powerful. But so we know that in the comics during that whole House of M thing, she created like a whole thing in her head where she had kids and stuff. Yeah. What if this is like her coping mechanism?
Well, hold on. Before House of M, she had twins.
Yeah.
She was married to the Vision, and all of a sudden, it was found out that through her magic, that she took was something to do with souls of the demons, were actually the kids. Like the kids wouldn't appear when she wasn't around. And then she lost her kids, and she had a nervous breakdown in the Avengers comics, but this happened like years before with the kids. House of M, she just fucking lost her shit.
Well, I'm just using that as an example. Like,
what if oh, sorry, go ahead.
Like, what if because they said that her and her brother, they grew up in Sokovia. So, like, I'm imagining, like, maybe the only thing that they really had to, like as a pastime to watch on television was, like, these old rom-coms and stuff.
Yeah.
What if that was the life that she always envisioned? No pun intended.
So, in other words, the Vision isn't a part of this?
It's a part, like, the whole show is, like, a part of
fabricated reality.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a fabricated reality that she makes to kind of cope with the fact that he's not coming back.
Well, I don't know if he's not coming back. He's probably
we don't know. Like that's just like
he's been destroyed before, and
I knew about that type of thing, and then I joked around with my friends like a year ago, saying that I would love to see that because it'd be wacky. But and then when I read yesterday that it said the 1950s, I was like, wait. Oh, and also
So is Captain America in
it? Anybody could potentially be in it.
So Mark Ruffalo was having a series too.
What?
Yeah.
Like a Marvel?
Yeah.
When did he say that?
Yeah, like he's going to, I guess his cousin's going to be dying, and he gives her a blood transfusion and creates a She-Hulk.
I don't think that's a live-action show, though.
What
it's probably, is it the What If?
No, I thought it was. I thought it was a live-action show.
We'll look that up in a second. What was I going to say? Oh, they confirmed, I guess, that the Loki TV show. This is what I read. It said it's going to be him tampering with his different moments in history, and I'm like, okay,
like Deadpool screwing around with history in the movie.
Maybe, but see, the thing is, does he get the time stone because he only had the space stone? And if this is the case, is it going to take place in the new reality? That's what I assume.
So does he get this time stone also?
Maybe. Because what if it's just a reality where Loki, because he left, he won or something? I don't know. But I don't. To me, that's kind of like cool, but at the same time, kind of like, oh, it's not affecting our reality, so why do I care? But at the same time, he has the potential to fuck around and maybe jump realities for all we know.
So, now, is the timeline that Loki stole the thing the same timeline with Thanos now?
No.
So that's a whole different timeline created.
Because they went back at different points. So
because if you don't get the stone, he can't do the gauntlet. If Loki has the stone, he can't do the gauntlet.
Correct. Assuming that Loki ends up betraying him or something in that timeline. Have Chris and I gotten through to you at all in this time travel thing?
Listen, here's the thing. I had a cast with Chris, and like I was thinking about it all effing day. Okay, and everything makes sense. Well, some things just don't make sense because the thing is that I listen to the Ancient One literally. That no matter what, the stones have to go back no matter what. And if they're not, then there's going to be a problem. Which
but only in those new timelines. It's not explained
what the problem is, though.
Well, really. That's probably going to be for future content.
But that's what I'm talking about. It's like I'm wondering if this is the grounds for Secret Wars because, like again,
you could potentially be right that maybe, in said multiverse, whatever, that creating all these timelines could cause some sort of thing. And that that's a problem, but it's not specifically because of the stones. She only wanted the stones back because that would, they needed the stones for an event.
The whole thing is that in the comics they made it where purposely before this movie came out that they tried that you can't go back in time and get the stones from another universe because when you bring it over, it don't work.
Mm-hmm.
Because every universe has their rules. Because then everybody would go get gauntlets and it'd be goddamn crazy shit.
That's another reason that the time travel works the way it does in this movie too, because they don't want the stones to come back. They're like, nah, fuck that.
But technically,
even though technically they could go back and get them and bring them back again, but
see, here's the thing. Technically, the one gem that can bring all the gems back is the time stone. From the past. So in the comics, all the gems were destroyed except for the time stone.
That's potentially true, but like, how are they going to get the time stone?
It could be from anywhere in the past. As long as the time stone exists somewhere, all the gems can be restored. Another theory is because all these people have their powers from the stones, technically, and the stones being gone, they're not really gone in a way because the power is being used. So
that could potentially be true, like we said.
So as long as these beings have the powers from the stones could come back and reformulate.
I don't know about that, but maybe. Chris, what?
I mean, here's the thing. Like, a lot of people are basing their theories about what can be done with the stones or what can't be done with the stones based on what we've seen in past media. That past media, we got to throw that out because this is a totally separate, universe. We only know the only things that are canon about the stones in this universe are what they say in the movies and what they say what the production team says and whatnot. So the idea that, well, stones from another universe can't work in this one, that's not been established.
Right.
But
it was also not established because in the Marvel universe there are 7 stones, and the 7th stone is makes all the gems have a consciousness called Nemesis that is a being that was before the gems were separated. It's a consciousness called Nemesis, and Nemesis was split.
Oh, okay.
So in other words, what happened was someone took the 7th gem and they brought it into another universe where it was useless, the Ultraverse, which when they found that out, they got the gem, and then the gem became Nemesis, which was a female. She had a crown. She effed everything up. So the Avengers and the Ultraforce, which is the company that Marvel bought, because they saw that this company rival with these other superheroes were getting too popular, and they bought them all. They bought the whole entire comic company, which is Malibu Comics, and then it became like, Ultra, whatever. So they bought it, and they never reprinted it. So, like, if you find that comic's like probably worth. I have the poster.
I feel like
somewhere. I showed it like years ago. It was given to me by the comic book store.
I feel like if they tried doing the Nemesis thing, Nemesis, you said?
Nemesis.
If they did that in the MCU, it would just be needlessly complicated because
it would just be
it was a being that existed before the stones, right?
Well, it was like the
stones split.
In other words, the 7th gem housed the consciousness of the Nemesis, and without the 7th gem, then the stones were not they didn't have a consciousness. They were not. They were just.
So this thing existed before the actual stones existed?
This existed when it was always 7. Hold on.
So when the stones were created, there were always 7.
There was not 6. There was 7.
But it didn't exist before they were created.
No. Well, let me just show you. Hold on.
Never mind. Okay, yeah, that was going to confuse me because the whole dark elves and shit like that and darkness.
Right. So here we got this is Nemesis. Okay. And she had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gems. 7 gems. Okay. And she starts doing crazy stuff with the powers, and then you get a universe where Captain America's with the Nazis. And you get
By the way, how great was it when Cap was in that elevator?
Yes, I thought he was going to beat the shit out of people.
He was like, Hail Hydra.
Right, so you got basically Star-Lord, Star Fox is Thanos' stepbrother right there. He's kissing some girl right there. See that? And then he was an Avenger. And then you got, you have Ultra Force mixed with Avengers. There's a Scarlet Witch. There's Prime. There's Thor. Okay. Captain America. Quicksilver. Okay. So this basically is canon. It exists, but it's impossible to get. And then you had the Wasp on there. You had the Elders? Ultra Force Avengers by art by George Perez, color by George Cox 3, and Iron Man had all of them in there. So this was canon, and it's still canon, never changed. 7 gems. 7.
Weird.
Thank you, J&Q Comics, for this wonderful gift.
But no, that moment was fucking awesome. But he's like, it's like Hail Hydra, and then all the dudes in the elevator are like, "Oh my God, Captain America is one of us."
No, well, that was the whole point. Once he said that, they're like, oh, yeah, he's telling the truth because nobody knows we're around. Shit.
And then the other funny bit is Hulk, who's like, there's so many stairs.
Mm-hmm. Oh, fun.
I'm telling you, the Hulk taking the stairs like doomed an entire timeline.
Yeah. I know you got mad.
Oh, you might have already told Chris, but hi, Scott. I love your facial hair. I want to know, what did you like or dislike Spider-Man using instant kill?
I was fine with Spider-Man.
Yay!
He was good.
Listen, here's the thing. There was nothing in this movie that got me pissed off. Okay? It just, I started questioning things because I'm trying to, movie's excellent in my mind. I loved it. It was great. But I don't understand certain things because I'm playing.
You mean Captain Marvel got boomed out by Thanos?
That was the best part of it.
Great.
Oh yeah, when he
get back to the kitchen, make me a sandwich.
He headbutts her and nothing happens, and he's like, "Fuck this!" Takes the power stone.
I loved it. I loved it that the Black Widow is the leader. Like that's listen, recognize. You know what I'm saying?
Her movie has to take place.
She's the first one that appeared. She's the leader of the females. You recognize Scarlet Witch, kick your ass. She even told Thanos, he's like, I don't even know you. She's like, oh, you will know me now. Something that was like, oh, shit. I thought she gave him the scar or some shit. Remember he had the scar?
Mm-hmm.
But, shit, it was great. I loved it. I'm just confused about that because I'm trying to go by their rules, and their rules are not adding up. That's why I'm like... I
think it adds up perfectly.
No.
Of course, in the beginning of the movie, Thanos gets a
I understand.
Marie Antoinette haircut. That was good.
Look, I have a problem with...
Joe has a problem? What?
I have a problem with... I have a problem with Star-Lord going after another Gamora that's not his Gamora. So it's like...
I mean, it makes sense. Like,
not his Gamora. She's not Gamora.
It's his girl, man.
That's not her, though. That's like... So what happens? If your girl dies, you go to Universe 17, 18, 19, 20, just get another one? This is not like you're buying something off the shelf. There's multiverses everywhere. There's like tons of Gamora.
No, I would maybe attempt to reach out to the one that's in my timeline.
That's not the one that's part of the timeline.
But she could become the one.
But no, that's not. Hey, man.
Everybody's like, oh, Gamora, she's not supposed to be in this timeline. I'd be like, yeah, everybody leave because sex.
I mean,
what? That's great. And then the other Gamora is looking from the Soul Stone.
Like I said, she could be an antagonist for all we know, and they could do that soul thing for all.
I don't like that. I just it doesn't.
I don't mind.
No, because you it's like. It's like you opening the door to time travel in Star Wars. I don't want... Listen, I don't like
Star
it.
Wars.
Listen, you don't understand the dangers of what's going to happen now with the movies. Just like the comics, where there's like 5 Lokis, 10 different timelines. Hi, I'm your daughter from Universe 17. Like, there's so much going on in Marvel. It's so damn confusing after a while.
I mean, I don't really care what the general...
I don't want it to be... I don't want people to come into the Marvel Universe from different universes like a regular thing now.
I mean, I'm already used to it because of The Flash.
Yeah, but...
And Arrow.
I know, but the thing is, it's just... You don't understand that it's going to drop the level of stories because they'll just do it every time they want. Let's grab Tony Stark from Universe 12. It's like just no.
We gotta see what they're planning to do because right now none of us know. Like all we know is that this story is over.
Yeah.
So we don't know.
It's not over until Far From Home is over.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say that Far From Home is not going to have some sort of Infinity Stone show up. So
I think it's pretty safe to say they're going to ignore everything about this movie.
Well, we don't know.
There's no... Listen to me.
We gotta wait and see.
This is like a lie of the land thing. How do you explain... and this is what I still don't understand. So if the universe was in half and we lost half the universe, right? Who the hell decided that the whole entire school and every single student, teacher, faculty, the cafeteria lady, everybody was snapped out of existence because they're all the same age? That doesn't make any sense.
I mean, it wasn't necessarily everyone.
It was half the universe.
Like all those kids that are in the background, those could be new kids.
But what's the name didn't fade out. His friend, right, Chris?
I remember them saying Ned survived.
But he should be older.
But
well, I read somewhere earlier today that he was snapped.
Oh, so maybe they changed it.
They changed it because they just effed up.
Because they said they had said at one point that Shuri survived, but we know that was.
So Aunt May died too. She doesn't look 5 years older. 5 years older. She doesn't look 5 years older.
She could be.
She never ages. She doesn't look her age in her life.
And first of all, Tony Stark's still alive, so I don't know what you're talking about. But
his consciousness might be.
His consciousness is in the computer. When he died, his consciousness was uploaded like a receiver in the computer.
Potentially.
I was gonna say, relating to the Arrow thing, like on Arrow, they had the other Laurel that came from Flash, like
on Earth 2. Yeah.
Like what I thought they were gonna do, for years I thought they were gonna take the old Laurel soul and put it in the new Laurel body, just like I'm saying with
that
Gamora.
Shit didn't happen. No.
But they never did it. So potentially, no, she's a great character. What are you talking about?
I like the original Laurel though.
I know, so do I.
We're not getting into Laurel now.
But new Gamora potentially could go that route too, and just. I
don't want new Gamora.
Well, too bad you got it.
No.
You got to do the Ric Flair thing, man. You got to learn to love it. Woo!
Woo! Whether you like it or you don't like it, learn to love it. Woo!
You know what? Is with all this like time jumping and whatnot, this might be their doorway to get Kang the Conqueror in here.
That's what I thought. I'm like, oh, he's gonna be.
Wait, what did you say?
This definitely anything for King.
The internet just cut out.
This is definitely anything for King the Conqueror.
Since there's all this time travel and whatnot, this might be their doorway for Kang the Conqueror.
Absolutely.
Wait, what did you say before King the Conqueror? I missed it. With
all the time travel and stuff.
Okay.
Because he time travels as well. So
constantly.
This might be like his. This might be what makes him take notice of what's going on, and he's like, yes. "Oh, well, I better go over there." Like, It
has to be because he acts up time so much.
I think that new realities and stuff could be like a focus going forward to the overall story arc for the next saga, because like they made a point in introducing it, and we're gonna get Reed Richards and shit.
We're definitely gonna Reed Richards.
So
we're definitely gonna get.
They bring. I hope they introduce the Inhumans in a movie here soon. Boy, I can't wait for that.
And that. Oh, dude, that'd be awesome.
Marvel. So you know what? When the Hulk made the snap, he's like, "Yeah, you know what? I'm bringing everybody back, but the Inhumans."
Shut up.
He did. He's like, those motherfuckers didn't help us. They were on the mood and shit.
Do you think that What If series, the animated one, is just like alternate timelines?
That's gonna be great.
Like, are they side timelines in this multiverse?
They have a timeline where the outcome to the first Avengers movie is different.
Peggy gets the serum.
That's a different one. Peggy becomes Captain America.
Feminism.
No.
I'm just kidding. While
the universe is about to be destroyed again and the Earth's getting effed up, let's get all the women together for this nice shot.
Yeah, let's instead of all immediately running into the battle, let's all pose real quick. We have women. Like
Scarlet Witch is on the million feet away, but hey, let's get in there. It's like, okay.
But you want to know what? I want to know, like, what happened to Peter? Was he just standing there, like, oh yeah? He just kind of like faded in the background.
I
First
feel
time
sorry.
we talk about Peter.
I feel sorry for the Valkyrie. She had the suit. She had a horse. She's all that. When everything's done, she got the garbage man clothes on again. He's like, "You're queen of this."
I was happy that when Captain Marvel showed up at the beginning and she was talking shit, it's like talking down to everybody, like, "Well, you didn't have me." And then Rhodes is like, "Well, where the hell have you been all this time? Like, who are you?"
Well, what happened with that whole scene though that they had in Captain Marvel where they found the thing and they called her and they didn't even put that in the movie.
That was it. That wasn't apparently that wasn't meant to be Endgame.
Yeah, it was just she shows up in the after credit scene of Captain Marvel, and then presumably they explained everything to her, and then she's there.
So that's part of it. Well, but they didn't show it.
So as soon as Tony said, like, "Hey," like on Pepper the message he left to Pepper, as soon as he said, "Yeah, I'm light years away," I was like, "Oh, Captain Marvel's gonna fucking use her light speed and go save him or whatever."
Yeah,
it's funny that like she gets there at the end of Captain Marvel, and then Rocket's like, "Hey, go get my ship," and then she's like, "Okay."
And
what was that other thing?
I do like that she at least gave them credit, and she was like, there's so many other planets out there. So they didn't have you guys, so
right.
And then I like later on when she has her haircut, and like she says something smart ass, and then Rocket's like, "Well, what are you gonna do? Get another haircut?"
Well, what was that other thing? Tony Stark was like senior citizen dying, and she's like, "I got to go get this elixir on planet whatever."
Shit, did I cut off? Hello?
Yeah. Did you hear that she had to go get an elixir from some planet because he was like effed up?
Doctor Who related.
Did you hear what I said about the haircut?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Did you hear? No, but I'm saying, what was that about? They just didn't show that on air.
I don't know.
She went to go and get an elixir to heal up Tony Stark faster.
Well, what was the underwater earthquake?
Namor.
Namor.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what I heard.
But I like the answer though. What are you doing about it? Like, it's an earthquake. What are we going to do about the earthquake?
You know what's going to happen is that the Asgardians are going to be fishing, and then one of them's actually going to look at Namor, and he's going to be like, "The fuck!" And then it's going to be a war.
Right, they can eat the fish and like, "You ate my dad." It's like, wait, what?
And there's gonna be a big battle with the fucking. Are they Atlanteans?
Yes.
Yes, they are.
There's gonna be a war with the Atlanteans, and everybody's gonna be there.
That's probably what happened. Half the Atlanteans got wiped out.
And then Star-Lord is gonna trick Namor, and then it's gonna be like the Fisher King, like the Star-Lord lied.
Yeah, perfect.
Right. I don't know.
You know what would have been funny is if when Star-Lord came back, Stark went up to him. He's like, "Peter, you all right?" He's like, "Yeah, this is all your fucking fault." Like,
well, I'm surprised with Thor they didn't do that really too.
Oh, good God.
The cast is
Big Lebowski.
Yeah, I know. All right, we're gonna create another one. We'll be right back. Thank you guys. Take care. Bye for now.